Y'all, it's a fly in here and it's getting... Hello, my chat partners. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Dion. Please subscribe to my channel. And to my returning chat partners, I really appreciate you guys' support. So guys, today's video is going to be a review on Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 7. Before I get to today's chat session, I just want to send my thoughts and prayers out to Chadwick Boseman family, friends, and fans. My heart really goes out to all you guys. He passed away, and it's really a sad situation. I just want to say that my thoughts are with you all, and God is still in control, and God is still good. This man was able to share his talent with the world. This man was able to live out his dream. This man was a part of groundbreaking box office movies. He played in movies that he was the character of world-renowned famous people. And it was a joy to watch him on the screen. And I think that's truly a blessing. And no more pain and suffering for him. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to all his family, friends, and his fans. And guys, my drink of choice today is my lemon ginger tea. I added some green tea, and I also added some detox tea and honey. So yeah, this is my drink of choice. Okay guys, so let's get started with our chat session for Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 7, Denied and Declined. Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 7 starts off with Maurice and Jessica. Maurice and Jessica still driving to Nevada. They're in the car talking, and that's because you can tell she's still nervous driving to Nevada, because if he goes to Nevada, he's violating his parole. He asking Jessica, he said, you either with me or against me. Are you with me? She's like, yeah. He said, you my ride or die. She was like, I'm your ride or die. I was like, there go Bonnie and Clyde, leaving from California, going to Nevada, violating his parole. So as they continue to drive to Nevada, they pull up to the sign where it says, welcome to Nevada. So she pulls over to the side of the road. They get out the car. With him, she said, if we go past this sign, that means you violate your parole. So he gets out the car and he walks into the sign, and he walks behind the sign. He said, so if I stand over here, that means I'm in Nevada. If I walk back over here, I'm in California. So he walking back and forth, trying to get the feel of everything. She told him, she was like, I think we need to turn around and go back. Next thing you know, they show him he peeing. He said, I'm peeing on California. California that gave me 2 strikes, sent me to jail, took me away from my family. I ain't thinking about California. So next thing you know, they get in the car and they drive to Nevada. And I was actually shocked, guys, because I thought they was going to turn around. I thought they was going to go back to California. No, they went to Nevada. So next thing they show, they pulling up to their home and get out the car, and she's giving him a tour of the house, and he is just so happy. He like, wow, this is nice. Talking about the paint, you know, the walls got paint on them, and he talking about the carpet, how nice and thick the carpet is, how soft it is. It's a little gym in the guest room. He all happy about that. And she got food in the refrigerator, pictures of them all over the house. And Maurice is just beside himself. Guys, you know what? That really touched my heart, because this guy was really happy. He was really appreciative, and he was really humble. And that was a good thing to see, because a lot of times when those people get out of jail, when people have something for them, they don't act like they don't care. But this guy, I felt he was truly happy and truly appreciative. He says it's really a blessing that he met his wife. He was like, she is truly a blessing in his life. Then they start talking, and of course he's nervous about meeting her dad, and he wants to make a nice impression. The scene goes to Destiny and Shawn. Destiny and Shawn laying in the bed, and he wakes her up, and she asks him, what you waking me up for? I got a hangover. He told her, he said, well, it's your fault. You the one that was doing all the drinking. She was like, it's not my fault. The bartender was making me strong drinks. And in Shawn's 101, he said that he was happy to be laying next to Destiny. He likes looking at her while she sleeps. It feels good to have her beside him. And he also said in his 101 that he feels that Destiny has her priorities screwed up. Then they show Destiny in her 101. She talking about, oh my God, I had a good night last night. Last night was a blast. I got drunk, blah, blah, blah. Shawn tells Destiny that she needs to get up and get her day started. And he needs to get ready for work. And she asked him, was he leaving her the car? And he told her no. And she said, yes, you are. Okay, I guess he is. And she needs to buy things for the house because she likes nice ass. I guess the things that he got in the house is not nice for her. Or he would give her some money. She said she wanted a credit card too. And he asked her, wouldn't that like violate what you have going on. She told him to shut the F up. She's not on parole and she's not on probation, but she does have stipulations that she can't have in possession of a bank account that's linked to a checking or savings. Care of her drug habit charge, and she had 598 felony counts of check fraud. This girl don't mind breaking the law. Shawn tells Destiny that there is an app that you can put on the phone to connect your car where you can make a payment. She asked him what's the limit. He says the little limit, and he told her $1,500. She was like, $1,500, that's it? It's like $1,500 ain't nothing. She was like, $1,500 not gonna work for her. Oh, it's not? Well, then you don't get nothing. She asked him, could she get $5,000 to $10,000? He was like, $5,000 to $10,000. Can you at least make it $3,500? I'll make it up to you. Then they show Shawn on his one-on-one. He said it's been real expensive dating Destiny. He said he never pulled out his savings. He never pulled out his 401k. He said he's scared to tell her that if he continues on supporting her like he's been doing, that he's going to run out of money. I'm like, why is you scared to tell this woman that? She need to get her a job, or she need to do something. Stop telling you what you going to do with your money, running your life like she your mama or somebody. Then this scene goes to Kweilyn and Chevelle. Kweilyn and Chevelle going over the day's plans about what they're going to do. And Kweilyn says in his one-on-one that he's going to see his sister for the first time in 12 years. And his sister, she's older than him. And he was explaining how they've always been really close. Tom and big sister pull up to the house, and Chevelle and Kweilyn go outside. And Kweilyn and his sister are really happy to see each other. So that was really nice to see. And Chevelle tells Kweilyn that he needs to be back at 3 o'clock because they're giving him a welcome home party. And she said, I mean 3 o'clock. Chevelle said on her one-on-one that y'all, it's a fly in here and it's getting on my nerves. I can't stand them things. So I apologize if y'all see a fly just keeps flying through here. I guess he want to do a review too. I'm sorry about that, guys. Back to what I was saying. Chevelle says in her one-on-one that she can't wait for her and Kweilyn's family to meet at the welcome home party. And then she also said that she feels Kweilyn's mother is controlling and is always in everybody's business. That's something to say about your boyfriend, mama. Then the next scene goes to Kweilyn. He's shopping with his mother and sister, and he's just looking at clothes to get for the party. And they begin to talk about him coming back to Houston because his sister feels that Kansas is dangerous. Chevelle's family comes over to the house, and they begin to help her decorate. Chevelle tells her cousin D-Mark that she needs him to ride with her somewhere. Kweilyn says in his one-on-one that he made promises that he got to stand by. And his sister said that she feels that their relationship is based on financial and not love. And she doesn't want her brother to feel obligated that he has to be in this relationship with Chevelle. Which I understand what she's saying. It's like, you've been in jail for 12 years. Like, give yourself some time to just soak it all in that you're out of jail. And focus and think about everything Kweilyn wants to do first before you dive into this relationship or this responsibility or dive into this area that you feel you want to live in. He might not want to live in Kansas and he might not want to live in Houston. They need to let that man just digest him being out of jail and let him decide where he want to live and what he want to do for his life. The next scene goes to Lindsay and Scott. Scott at home ironing his clothes, and he says that him and Lindsay's mom called the prison to see what was going on with Lindsay, why she didn't get released, and to see if she was still there. The person on the phone told Scott that that's public information and it can't be released. And he said it's been a week since he heard from her. Next thing you know, Lindsay calls Scott and he all happy, and he asks her, like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Lindsay said that her unit manager pulled her halfway house and said that Lindsay had got smart with her. And he was like, got smart with her? And she was like, yeah, she said I got smart with her, so she pulled my halfway house. He asked her, did she need money? And she said that she did need some money. And Scott said that he's ready for Lindsay to come home so they can move on with their lives and be together. The next scene goes to a new couple, Dylan and Heather. Heather pulls up to a naughty store and she's on the phone with Dylan. She's in the store looking at all the little lingeries and the bullets and just all kinds of stuff they got up in there. And it's one day to Dylan's release. Heather said in her one-on-one she never had trouble meeting people, she just had trouble keeping them. Heather said she met Dylan at a party at this apartment, and she said that her friend knew Dylan. And she said that Dylan was in the shower and she walked in the bathroom, and that's how they met. Guys, Dylan looked like a model. They were showing all his little mug shots, and all his mug shots look like model photos. Like, for real, he's a very, very handsome man. Dylan has been in jail for 5 years, and she informed the lady at the naughty store that her and Dylan has never had sex. I told the lady at the naughty store that a few weeks after she met Dylan, he got arrested for selling ecstasy to an undercover cop. She said after he got sentenced for 5 years, 3 months later, he asked her to marry him, and she said she visited him every Saturday and Sunday. So she up in there trying on little lingerie and stuff. And the little outfit she got, it was cute. But one thing, like I said, Heather looked different from her one-on-one than she do in the stove. I don't know, maybe it was the haircut or whatever. But she looks a little different. But she all excited that he coming home and she happy. So we gonna see how that go. The next scene goes to John and Kristiana. John picks Kristiana up from the halfway house, and she starts telling him about how her night was. And next thing you know, he gives her some flowers and a card, and it was really sweet. She was really happy about that. Kristiana says in her one-on-one that she hadn't seen her mom in a while, and what she has to do is she has to sneak to go see her mom while she's out looking for jobs. One thing I can say about the people on Love After Lockup, they do not mind breaking the rules. You got Maurice violating parole. You got Kristiana, she's supposed to be going to look for jobs. She going to visit people. You got Destiny out here, she don't supposed to be having credit cards, but she got them anyway. They do not mind breaking the rules. And they breaking the rules on TV. That's the crazy part. But hey, what can you do, huh? And they got people breaking the rules right along with them. That's crazy, and that's funny to me. So John drops Kristiana off at her mom's, I think it's her job. Kristiana goes in and she sees her mom and they hug and they're really happy to see each other. And that was really nice to see. You can tell they really missed each other. And they begin to talk. And she was telling her daughter that she hopes she's back for good. Kristiana asked her mom how did her meeting go with John. And she said it went all right. She said she was surprised that they got married, but she does wish them the best of luck. They began to have a heart-to-heart, and that was nice to see. Kristiana's mom was outside, and she was crying. And you can see the hurt in this lady because she has been through this time and time again with her daughter. And you can tell that she really wants her daughter to get her life together. I want her to get her life together. And Kristiana was saying in her one-on-one that she's afraid of losing her mom. You know, if she go back to drugs, she's going to lose her mom. But you shouldn't even be thinking about going back to drugs. You should try to spend each day that you can with your mama. That's what you need to be doing. Because you can tell her mama really care about her. Her mama really loves her. And her mama hasn't given up on her. Her mom has hope. But you can tell it breaks her mom's heart. Because she just don't know what direction her daughter is going in. Because you get out of jail. As soon as you get out of jail, you marry this man that you've been knowing for 3 months. And it's like, get yourself together first. But, you know, you got to let people do what they want to do. But I really hope Kristiana stay on the straight and narrow and do like she's supposed to and build a relationship with her mother. The next scene is Shawn and Destiny. Destiny's at a furniture store, and she's looking around, and she tells the sales lady that she had been locked up for 3 years. And the sales lady was like, I was locked up for 3 years too. And they began to talk about that. Asked the sales lady, did she date girls while she was in prison? And the lady said, yeah. And Destiny asked the sales lady, are you engaged? Because she had a ring on her finger. And the lady was like, no, I'm not engaged. She said, I just have customers hitting on me all the time. She was like, customers? She was like, yeah, I have like 50-year-old men hitting on me. And Destiny was like, well, I'm hitting on you. And she was like, well, I'm not mad that you're hitting on me. I'm just talking about the other people that come in here and they be hitting on me. And Destiny says in her one-on-one that Shawn doesn't know that she's dated girls. She says she's always dated girls like most of her life. And she says she's dated girls more than she has dated men. Destiny was like... To me, it seemed like she forced the date out of her. Destiny said in her one-on-one that she a nympho. Like, she date men, women. She like to see both of them date. She just do it all. And you can tell she do it all because she look like she not been through it all. And she look like she not done it all. Destiny goes to pay for the item she bought from the furniture store, and the card was declined. She called Shawn, and she said the card declined. And he was like, I don't know why. And the girl told her that she can put everything on hold and... she can come back tomorrow. And Destiny got the girl phone number. And when Destiny walked outside, she was like, what the F? You could tell she was embarrassed. But I said to myself, you know what? Shawn might actually have some sense. Decline that card because it seemed like whoever, they said from the way the transaction was declined, it's like somebody canceled the card. Shawn might actually have some sense, y'all. Let's just keep that. The next scene goes to Kweilyn and Chevelle. Chevelle and her cousin D-Mark are in the car and they're talking. And as she explaining certain things to him, he act like he got an attitude. And I'm sitting here like, why are you even in the car with your cousin if you're going to have an attitude? Like, he's sitting there like he is mad with the world, y'all. Next thing you know, they pull up to a car lot. They pull up to the car lot. You pulling up to a car lot? Oh, Lord, he just started going on and on. Chevelle bought Kweilyn a $5,000 truck. Oh, my goodness. D-Mark was hot. Then, you know, D-Mark and Chevelle started arguing. It went from 0 to 10 just like that. And he told her basically all she know is visitation and phone calls. He said this dude just got out the other night and y'all was together. Like, that's all you know about him. You don't know him like that. And she told him, you got to give him a chance. D-Mark never met this guy, and he is going in on her. And Chevelle was saying that her and D-Mark are more like sister and brothers. I was saying to myself, are you sure y'all like more like sister and brothers? He act like he your man. Like, I understand you her cousin and you want the best for her, but it's a way that you can talk to a person. His delivery was way off. Like, he was on a 10, and I was like, you need to calm down. That's what she should have told him. You need to calm down, because at the end of the day, you are just my cousin. You my family. I love you and I respect you. And I understand where you coming from, but you're not going to talk to me like you ain't got no sense. And that's how he was talking to her. Chevelle said D-Mark never liked any of her boyfriends, and he don't like Kweilyn. He never even met the guy. I'm like, wow, they say a lot about him, huh? D-Mark gets in the car, and he starts going in. He says not so much that she bought him the truck as she spent $5,000 on a person she barely even know. And he said he don't even know if he want to meet Kweilyn at this point. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go. I see between Chevelle and Kweilyn, they clash gonna be between their families. Both of them got people on each side of the family that really don't care for the other person. She don't care for his mom or her first cousin or whatever kind of cousin he is. Don't care for her boyfriend, so they gonna be clashing big time. The next scene goes to Maurice and Jessica. Jessica and Maurice in the house getting ready so they can go meet her parents. They driving in the car. Maurice got flowers. And they talking, and he asked her how does she feel about taking a black man home. And she said she don't feel no type of way. Like, you can tell this girl don't see color, so I don't even know why he asked her that. I guess he was just trying to see where she was coming from, just to see if she was nervous, or to see, maybe he asked her that to see if she ever bought another black dude to meet her parents. Who knows? As they was driving, Maurice was admiring all the house. He was like, oh my goodness, look at that house. That house got a 4-car garage. Ooh, look at that house. This look like some MTV Cribs type stuff. I was like, you know what? It's not funny. I just thought that was like cute. This guy, he's really enjoying himself, and he's like soaking it all in, taking it all in. Like, wow, this is some nice stuff. Like, I can have nice things. And I feel that's what he was thinking at that moment. One-on-one, he was saying that he was nervous to meet Jessica's parents because he wants to make a good impression. He said because he's thinking, like, how would he feel if his daughter brought home a man of a different race, had just got out of prison and didn't do things that he was happy about. So he was nervous, but you know what? I think everything gonna be okay. I feel like with Maurice, I feel he's going to make a good impression to Jessica's family. And I feel like if he doesn't, and if her family doesn't like him or feel a certain type of way about him, I feel like he will know how to compose himself, and I feel like he can show them improvement that they can turn around and start liking him. Okay, my chat partners, that's the end of my chat session for Love After Lockup Season 3, Episode 7, Denied and Declined. Well, I didn't have too many bad things to say about this episode. This episode was a decent episode. I got to say that. It was pretty good. It wasn't much that got under my skin. The show pretty much flowed. So it didn't make me feel no type of way. So that was a good thing. So big ups to Love After Lockup, because sometimes some shows be getting me in my feelings, and I be really sitting there looking dumbfounded like, what? But this time, it was cool. It was a good episode. I liked it. You guys, please subscribe to my channel, and please hit that notification bell so you can receive alerts for when I upload. Guys, comment down below if you saw Love After Lockup and what you thought about the episode. Also, comment some shows that you may want me to watch and give a review on as well, and we can chat about it. Okay? Okay, guys. So, that's the end of this video. And as always, remember you guys are great. And as always, take care, stay safe, and be blessed. Bye, guys.